last game in a game in Philly, and this first half was just really poor defensive commitment and poor organization, poor communication. I mean, just about everything that would go bad. And in both games, our lack of speed in the back really was shown, and we got to figure out a way to solve that. I still think we can defend with those players, but they got to do a better job of knowing when to drop and when to step. And I think on Press's goal, I mean, there's no pressure on the ball, and we're trying to hold a high line, and they're just knocking direct hopeful balls into the middle of the park, and it costs you a goal, and then give up a soft three-corner kick where the player scores it with their stomach. I mean, that can't. There's got to be better defensive intensity there.
How much do you miss Anita along those lines?
Well, I think we miss her a lot. I think she's done really well for us back there in the back, and she's got enough pace, and she's very composed on the ball. So when we do win it, we're able to maintain possession and connect with our midfield. And I think she's very calm, and I think that spreads throughout the team. And I'm just disappointed that she didn't get more time in the game today. I felt like she would have really made a difference for England.
Looked like you were having a bit of an animated chat with Kendall during the first half. Was that just a sign that everyone was frustrated?
She was asking me how do we solve the problem of the wide midfielders. We're in a 4-3-3 and they're a 3-4-3, so the wide midfielders are going to be three. The execution of our game plan in the first half was absolutely diabolical. I mean, we were supposed to press their defenders. We're sitting off them in between. Our wide forwards are sitting between their wide defenders, or their defender and their wide player, and doing nothing. It's a simple rotation that, they need to solve that themselves. So, you can't look over to the sideline and figure out how to solve stuff. They have to solve it in real time on the field. It's the same thing. There was another time where she tried to step when there was no pressure on the ball. And if you're not fast, you can't hold the line. You just got to drop back and try to get them to play in front of you. I think in the second half they did a much better job of it.
Was this Branham's best game in terms of shot stopping?
I'd have to think about it. She was certainly a lot better than she was in Philly, and she's certainly the form that she's shown up until the game in Philly. I think she made a huge save on press there at the end, and she had the proper intensity level, and it just probably didn't. In the first half, it didn't translate to the back four, the back six.
We've seen the Canadian players now to the back and playing. Is there any sort of protocol now with Anita and Karen? Do they get a few days?
Usually it's they're 24 hours. They're on their way back. I think they'll probably be back midweek at the latest. Obviously you want them back in enough time that they can reacclimate and be ready for Sunday's game. But if they need a couple of days, and that's there rather than here. I'm willing to work with them on that.
Was her an injury, or?
Yeah, we weren't even supposed to play her. It was like she was limited to 20 minutes. She had a heel issue, and she had she was questionable for this game, and that's the most we could have used her was 15 or 20 minutes, and it was difficult because I made the other two changes, and things were going pretty well. We got a couple goals. There was some added energy. But I wanted to see if she could get in there and link up and get Adriana a chance. I felt like if Adriana had another chance, she would have scored. But we've really struggled getting her opportunities and getting her the ball and getting her involved enough. I think she's going to score goals, but this game and last game, the chances were just so limited.
And having Gray in the back line, was it the first time this week?
Yeah.
The first time?
Yeah, we needed. We put Jenny in there, Jenny Clark in there last game because Dee Johnson's injured, and it was last game we needed the additional pace, and this game we felt we needed the additional the technical ability and the ability to link up with the midfielders, and I thought in the first half she was the best defender in the field for us. Yeah, she just got cramped, and we wanted to throw Jenny up there and see if her speed gave them a little more issues. I know Tina tends to fatigue and cramp up at the end of the game, and you throw a fresh player who's a fast player up there, maybe it causes some more issues for them. Try to get the win.
The play late when Kerr got in the box and passed it, a situation like that, would you rather see her try to take it to goal?
I don't remember which one you're talking about.
No, it was she
tried to play a through ball, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. but that's part of not being sharp and being injured and not getting match time. And but I don't know how far out she was. You know, I thought Casey had one where she could have played Adriana for a layup, and then the one that Allie, I think she tried to cross it, or the one that she hit the post on. Actually, I think if she could have found Adriana in there, it would have been a chance for her to finish. I mean, you know, it's part of Adriana's got used to the speed and the strength of the league, but I think our players have to trust that she's going to put those chances away, and they've got to start to look for her, and that hasn't happened.
Was Casey coming out? Were you not pleased with something, or was it just tactical?
It was just, you know, forwards are supposed to press, and she wasn't doing a good job of pressing, and then, you know, she lost the ball a lot, and, you know, when she did have 1v1 opportunities, she was slowing it down and allowing them to get cover. And, you know, when you're playing 3 against 3 in the back, you got to take them on right away. And it was just the body posture, and I told them at halftime, I give them 10 more minutes, and if it doesn't show an improvement, then we're going to get some fresh people in. I mean, Michelle needed more time. She's earned it, and it was just, you know, at that point, who are you going to put in? You know, you're going to take Laura out, you're going to take Adriana out. I mean, it's always a tough call, but it's got to be. You can't have everybody out there that you want. You know?
Thoughts on the Japan-Germany game today?
I thought Japan played really well. They possessed the ball, and it seemed like every ball that got knocked out fell to them, and they were able to keep it, and Germany had to chase. And I noticed right in the beginning of the game, I thought Germany was too pumped up. And maybe with the delay with the penalty kicks going in the earlier game, you know, they had the pressure of you know, them getting to semi and getting to the final and winning it in their home country. You know, I mean, I was talking to my wife about it in '99. I mean, it was a huge amount of pressure, and I think that was a very special group that was able to manage that pressure. And the results were very, very thin. There were even a couple of games. The Germany game in the quarterfinal was a 3-2 game that they were down. You know, maybe a 1-0 in the semi, and it was, you know, it's very difficult to do. And I think that added pressure and the fact that Japan played kind of the perfect game for them. They possessed the ball, they were physical enough with Germany, and didn't give away free kicks that hurt them. I mean, they gave away some free kicks, but they were able to withstand that pressure.
Prediction for tomorrow's game? U.S.-Brazil?
I don't know. It's kind of it's a scary game to pick. It may be a high-scoring game, or it could be true to form that's been Brazil and U.S. 1-0 the last couple of games. So, you know, it's going to be a very interesting game.